There is a specific kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. It's the weight of a mind that has lost its edge. You sit down to work, to create, to think, and the fog rolls in. Your attention drifts like smoke. You reach for your phone not because you have a message, but because your mind is looking for an exit. You feel scattered, fragmented. You've tried the productivity apps. You've tried the deep work playlists. You've tried to think your way into focus. But the harder you try to grip your concentration, the faster it slips through your fingers. Here is the truth we often ignore. Focus is not a thought. It is a physical capacity. Your mind is not a floating entity. It is housed in a biological machine. When the machine is soft, the mind is soft. When the body lacks the architecture of discipline, the thoughts will always be chaotic. We live in a world designed to keep us sedentary and distracted. We have outsourced our movement, and in doing so, we have accidentally outsourced our willpower. But you aren't broken. You aren't lazy. You are simply trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. This is a blueprint for physical discipline, not for the sake of aesthetics and not for the sake of fitness in the traditional sense. This is about building the stamina of the mind. It's about how training the body is the only way to build a version of yourself that can look at a storm and remain perfectly still. Stay with me. Physical discipline is information. A mind that cannot stay on task is a mind that has forgotten how to handle resistance. People think discipline starts in the head. They wait for the feeling of motivation to strike before they go to the gym or start the run. But motivation is a guest. Discipline is the homeowner. When you subject your body to voluntary hardship, whether it's the bite of a cold shower, the burn of the final set, or the rhythmic thud of miles on the pavement, you are performing a neurological recalibration. You are teaching your nervous system that the quit signal is a suggestion, not a command. The comeback of your focus begins the moment you stop negotiating with your comfort and start demanding more from your vessel. You cannot build a life of focus on a crowded, comfortable floor. The first step is the demolition. In your life, comfort has become a wall. It's the wall that keeps you from your potential. To find focus, you must first remove the noise of ease. Clarity comes from friction. When you are under a heavy barbell or sprinting up a hill, you cannot think about your emails. You cannot worry about the past. The physical demand forces the mind into the present moment with violent efficiency. This is the subtraction phase. By introducing physical stress, you subtract the mental clutter. Start here. Find one thing every day that makes your body want to say no, and do it anyway. Not because you want the muscle, but because you want to destroy the habit of listening to your own excuses. This is the demolition of the soft self. You are clearing the ground so that a stronger mind can finally take root. Once the noise of comfort is cleared, you need rhythm. Focus is a rhythm. It is a pulse. A mind that jumps from task to task is a mind without a beat. To fix the mind, you must give the body anchors. In the comeback blueprint, we spoke of 3 anchors to stabilize the nervous system. For physical discipline, we set the 3 pillars of stamina. The morning threshold. Before you consume any information, no phone, no news, you must move. A 20-minute walk, a set of sun salutations, or a high-intensity circuit. You are telling your brain, we move before we react. The resistance interval. At least 3 times a week you must find the wall. The moment in your training where you want to stop. Stay there for 5 minutes more. This is where the mental stamina is actually grown. You are widening the container of your focus. The stillness after stress. After your workout, do not rush to the shower. Sit in the sweat. Sit in the discomfort. Let the heart rate come down while you remain still. This bridges the gap between physical exertion and mental calm. These anchors are not about exercise. They are architecture. They are the beams that hold up your day. You don't need to feel athletic to start. You just need to be consistent. Consistency heals a fragmented mind. Most people fail to build focus because they try to force themselves to concentrate. They treat focus like a chore, but you are not building a chore. You are building an identity. When you train your body, you are collecting evidence. Every completed workout is a vote for the person you are becoming. You are no longer someone who struggles to focus. You are someone who finishes what they start. The old version of you, the one who was distracted and foggy, was a version that lived entirely in the head. The new version of you lives in the world of action and evidence. Ask yourself, how would a person with unshakable focus move? They would move with intention. They wouldn't slouch. They wouldn't fidget. They would carry the discipline of the gym into the discipline of the desk. When your body is strong, deep work isn't a struggle. It is your natural resting state. Stress drops, breath softens, focus returns because it finally has a home that can support it. The final step is the one that protects the work. Move quietly. Don't buy the gym aesthetic gear. Don't announce your new focus protocol on social media. Don't tell the world you're changing. Noise is a leak. When you talk about what you're going to do, your brain releases the dopamine of the achievement without the effort. It makes you feel like you've arrived before you've even left the house. Silence protects the rebuild. When you move quietly, you aren't performing discipline for an audience. You are practicing it for yourself. You are rebuilding the broken trust between your mind and your body. 1 rep at a time. 1 hour of focused work at a time. 1 calm decision at a time. You strengthen your mind without the need for applause. You grow the roots of your concentration in the dark, so that when the world demands your attention, you have a reservoir of stamina that they cannot touch. Your mind is waiting for your body to lead. Clear the fog with movement. Reclaim your rhythm through resistance. Build forward by becoming a finisher. And move so quietly that the only way the world knows you've changed is by the quality of the work you produce. One day, you'll wake up and realize you didn't just find focus, you built it. Life didn't break your concentration, it redirected you to the physical path. The training has already begun. If this inspired you, give it a like, subscribe for weekly wisdom, and share your thoughts below to grow the Inner Strength community.